Shakespeare's sentence structure. When you read Shakespeare's plays, you'll notice that his characters don't always talk like we do today. He often played with sentence structure to create a certain rhythm or emphasize emotions. Let's break it down so it's easier to understand how he used language in different ways. In Shakespeare's plays, characters don't all speak in the same way. They either speak in prose or verse. Prose. This is the way we speak normally, without any set rhythm or pattern. Shakespeare's characters usually speak in prose when they're having casual conversations, or when the character is of lower status, like a servant or commoner. It's like everyday talk. Example, in Much Ado About Nothing, the characters joke and tease each other in prose, especially during funny or light-hearted scenes. This is more structured and poetic. Shakespeare often used iambic pentameter, lines with 10 syllables, alternating between unstressed and stressed syllables, for important or noble characters. Speaking in verse makes the language sound more formal or elegant, almost like poetry. Example, in Romeo and Juliet, when Romeo first speaks about Juliet, he speaks in verse to show how deeply he feels about her. But soft, what light through yonder window breaks. Characters often switch between prose and verse depending on the situation. If a noble character is speaking to a servant, they might use prose to seem more casual. But when they talk about serious emotions like love or honor, they usually switch to verse. Shakespeare was a master of using rhythm to show how a character is feeling. When a character is calm or reflective, they might speak in smooth, regular rhythm, like iambic pentameter. But when they're upset or confused, the rhythm often changes, and the lines might feel more chaotic or broken. Iambic pentameter. The typical rhythm in Shakespeare's plays follows a pattern of 10 syllables per line, with every other syllable. This is the rhythm that sounds like a heartbeat, and is used when characters are speaking in a controlled, thoughtful way. Example, shall I compare thee to a summer's day? From Sonnet 18 is smooth and regular, showing love and admiration, breaking the rhythm. When Shakespeare wanted to show a character's intense emotion like anger, fear, or excitement, he would often break the pattern. The lines might get shorter, the rhythm might become irregular, or extra syllables might be added. This shows that the character is losing control of their emotions. Example, in Macbeth, when Macbeth is panicking after murdering King Duncan, his speech becomes choppy and uneven. Will all great Neptune's ocean wash this blood clean from my hand? Here the broken rhythm shows his guilt and fear. One of the trickiest parts of reading Shakespeare is that he often puts words in a strange order. This is called inverted sentence structure. He did this to fit the rhythm or to emphasize certain words, which makes his lines sound more poetic or dramatic. In modern English, we usually follow a subject-verb-object order, like I love pizza. But in Shakespeare's writing, the order might be flipped around. For example, normal English, I love pizza. Shakespearean English, pizza I love. Some common patterns you'll see. Verb before subject. Instead of he goes, Shakespeare might write, goes he. Object before subject and verb. Instead of saying, I will fight the battle, he might write, the battle I will fight. Adjectives. After nouns. Sometimes Shakespeare puts the adjective, the describing word, after the noun instead of before it. It can feel a little confusing at first, but once you get used to it, these flipped sentences start to make more sense. Reading them aloud can help you understand the flow better.